You know the vibes. Happy Tuesday, December 14th. If you're listening on the release date, it's episode 27. I'm Ian Pierno, and I'm with...
This is Joe Williams. My new nickname this week is 27 Club Joe. This is episode 27. That's how we're rocking this week.
That's pretty
Ian,
emo. Are you okay? I thought you had a good week. Finals are over.
It was a terrible week for me because finals were present. But now that they're over, it feels a little bit better. But I mean, I have to provide like a certain sense of angst for the podcast today. You know what I mean? One of us just came from Indianapolis, not the most cool place in the world. So someone's got to make up for it.
Everywhere is special in its own way. What was your hardest final, Joe?
Okay, I actually have a couple cool stories from finals week, but...
Okay, run it.
All right, to answer your question, what was the hardest final? I actually had to lie. Hopefully we won't cut this out. I actually had to lie and say I had COVID because one of my finals was like too overbearing. Yeah, I'm in a music class and like everyone else in this music class is like, you know what I mean? Like grew up in choir and whatnot. I didn't, so they know how to read sheet music. They know all these like musical terms and stuff like that. So my final was I had to go into the front of the class and give like a lesson. Like I had to give like a music lesson to everybody, which wouldn't have been good because I don't know what I'm talking about and they all know more than me. So I was like, that mixed with like the stage fright and the anxiety of like this being like so much percent of your grade. I was like, the morning of, I was like tossing and turning in my bed and I literally had to email my professor, which I just got an email back from right now. And apparently we're good, but I had to email her and I was like, oh, you know, it's hard for me to come in today because, you know, I'm struggling with testing positive. And she was like, oh my God, you have coronavirus? And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm vaccinated, but apparently I tested positive. And she was like, oh, don't even worry about the final. See you next semester. I was like, oh, thank you so much. And like, that was my toughest final because I couldn't even take it. Because I was like, bro, I can't give a music lesson if I don't know anything about music like that.
Yeah. That's brutal. I've also been thinking of using like the COVID excuse for a bunch of things that have been going on lately. But now that the Ramacon is out, the Romcom, that's it, right? Romcom. Now that the Romcom is out, I'm like, I can't use the COVID excuse because there's a chance I could actually get COVID. Just bad juju to put out there.
But I did have a cooler finals. It was like straight out of like a high school movie. So I'm in this,
tell
like,
me.
I'm in this like Parks and Rec class, right? It's just a random...
what do you learn? I think that was Johnny Manziel's major, random. But
really?
What do you learn? Yeah, what do you learn in that class?
To answer your question, I love the show Parks and Rec, so I was just like, oh, I need an elective.
Same.
The music class was also elective, but I was like, I need an elective. So what better class to take than Parks and Rec? Whatever.
Wait,
looks pretty cool.
Who's your favorite character in Parks and Rec? Go.
I don't know the dude's name, but the boss, and he plays the same character in every.
Ron Swanson.
Yeah, Ron Swanson. He plays the same character in everything. I was just watching We're the Millers, and he's like the exact same person in that movie as he is in the TV show.
I love that. April Ludgate's my favorite. But everyone's great. Okay, Ron's a good answer. Keep going.
Aziz Ansari's name in the show?
Oh, Tom Haverford.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah,
I don't know. I can't remember anything, but I can remember all these Parks and Rec characters.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh, you're pretty good with the names. Okay,
I really like that show. But tell me about your real life Parks and Rec.
Okay, so I'm in this class and we're taking the final. It's like some test or whatever, and this dude walks in, and nobody talks to each other the whole semester. There's like 25 people, nobody ever talked to each other. But this dude sits right next to me. He's like, yo, dude, did you study for the final? And I was like, homie, this is Parks and like, no, I didn't study. Like, you don't have to study. It's just like ecotourism and like stuff like that. Like, we all know what this is. And he's like, man, I didn't study, dude. I'm stressing. Like, he's like, do you think it'd work if I pull a fire alarm? And I was like, dude, honestly, we're in a hall. So it's like, we're separate from the rest of the campus. So like, we have our own like fire evacuation zones and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, if you were to pull the fire alarm, you'd have to pull it for that building, or else we wouldn't ever evacuate because we're separated from the rest of the school. So he's honestly like, it's a good idea. He should go pull a fire alarm. He thinks he's going to save the day. So he goes out. He's like, oh, excuse me, miss, blah, blah, blah. After he's the bathroom, and he's like, okay. He goes use the bathroom, and this dude walks into the other side of the campus and he pulls a fire alarm. And we're all sitting in the classroom, and all we hear in the distance is like the fire alarm going off, like beep, beep, but it's so faint that I'm like, yo,
he really did it.
He really did it, which is like, salute.
Bro, you know, that's like it's like a felony.
I don't even know, but it didn't work either way because he pulled the wrong one, and the rest of the school had to evacuate, and we're just all sitting in McGuire Hall, just sitting there like, this dude is gonna look like such an idiot when he walks back in and realizes that all the tests are
Oh,
still on the desk. Like he still has to take this test. So he walks in and he's like, "Oh, Miss blah blah blah, like the fire alarm's going off in the back. I think we should evacuate." And then she's like, "Oh no, it's cool. Like we have our own evacuation zone. You can be seated." And I was just like, "Dude, you are an idiot." Like I was like, "Bro, you are an idiot." I was just sitting there like, "Dude, you ruined your one chance." Like, I wonder if he failed it, but I don't know. But either way, shout
dude,
out to
there's a
that guy.
there's a kid in like in a philosophy class in the other building that like just totally got bailed out by this guy, like taking the
Exactly.
bullet.
He might be a hero. He might be like an anti-hero, but either way, that dude
Yeah.
saved the day, but like probably ruined somebody else's day. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Joe, I missed having pods where it's just you and me.
It's the boys only podcast. You know,
Yeah.
you can't tell the story anywhere else. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta give the guest a platform. You know,
Uh,
so
right.
that's cool.
Speaking of the boys, our new pod cover drops tomorrow.
I'm very stoked. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
For everyone that listens to this pod, like a bunch, um, you probably remember our best episode, which was the episode that we filmed together when Joe came down to LA. We did this
90210.
big photo shoot, 90212 Joe. 9021 Joe. You actually, that's your best nickname as well. We did like
Okay.
this photo shoot, and me and Joe, after lots and lots and lots of arguing about which picture our double chins looked the best in, picked a pod cover. So that's dropping. Actually, if you're watching it right now, it should already be the new cover. So we're super excited about that. But yeah, Joe, I missed you. I really missed you. This is like when we catch up, you know?
Yeah, I miss you too, Ian. I miss you too, dude. I'll be making
Like,
another trip down to LA now that the semester's over and we can go live Big Time Adolescence Part 3 this time.
oh, I'm so well. No, we gotta live. Fuck, what was the Motley Crue movie?
The Dirt.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen this movie, Joe put me on this movie, The Dirt. It's about Motley Crue, and it's just like we finished watching this movie, and Joe's like, I want to go be a rock star right now.
Yeah. No, it was almost opposite. It was like calculated. We came from the desert and then we're like, okay, we're gonna go out tonight. And I was like, we
Yeah,
have
in
to
the
watch this
desert.
movie.
The desert, for people that like don't go, is like this like super spiritual calming
It
place.
really is.
And we
Yeah.
come back from the desert, and then we're going to the club so Eric Gordon can stare at Joe for 30 minutes. And
Fun.
while in between we watched this movie, it was like our pregame basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go
Okay.
live it up again, and you guys could look forward to more content of that coming in the next maybe month or so.
Hell yeah. I'm moving in the beginning of January too, so we'll have like a new crib.
Let's go. Stoked.
All right.
Looking forward to it.
Anyway, so we talked about some bad juju, good juju, things that happened this week. Jordan Clarkson wore a kilt.
Love it. Absolutely
Mhm.
love it. And the fit was, I think, the best kilt fit, to be
Oh,
honest.
like the best like kilt fit we've seen in the history of NBA kilt fits.
Yeah, because we've seen some Patty Mills kilts, we've seen Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook, JC, but like that was my favorite kilt fit. You said that
For
was your
sh-
favorite fit of all time, if I'm not
it
mistaken.
I probably fucked that up by saying that, but definitely my favorite fit this year.
Same.
When I say this year, I mean like 2021 calendar year, not like just this season.
Oh, that's a bigger compliment than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was a legendary, and even had the off whites out. Like shout out to
Mhm.
Virgil. Like it was like the perfect. I'm gonna like totally describe this wrong because I'm not a true fashion god. But like
Yes,
the
you
mixed
are.
mediums were perfect. Like the kilt, and then he had like it was still kind of streetwear because he wore the off-white Jordans, and then like
Mhm.
he had the big ass bag, and you know I love a big ass bag.
Yeah, shout out PJ
Um,
Tucker with that one, but
Shout out PJ Tucker. Yeah, so it was amazing. And of course, anything that comes with a kilt comes with big Instagram comment sections.
oh man, I really do wanna. I haven't even dove in those comments, dude. How many comments do you think there were on that post?
Like 450.
Lordy, Lordy, Michael Jordy.
Okay, you talk. I'm gonna go look.
I was gonna go look right now. All right, but it's all good. I like the kilt, man. I love the controversy that it stirs up. To be honest, I'm one for the, and this is what Torino was talking about too. He was like, you want to make people feel something. You don't want to just like look at the fit and see and feel nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's art, and good art evokes emotion. So This is me just rambling on about random stuff while Ian looks up this stuff on Instagram. Are you almost done, sir?
No, I'm not almost done because I turned off likes on my personal Instagram, which is what I'm logged into
Oh,
onto my
okay.
computer.
So
So
I'll
you have to go
continue
look.
to for sure. All right. But yeah, kilts start with the letter K. K is like one of the top 10 letters in the alphabet. If you're listening still, thank you.
Joe, I'm gonna take
Maybe
over. Go look how many
okay.
comments there were.
Do your thing, dude.
Yeah, but yeah, anytime we post something like this, like people will just go crazy, crazy in the comments. Like I'm scrolling through them right now, and I honestly don't recommend going through it.
Don't
Um,
do it.
I am happy that our friends at Fit Ain't Nothing did not post this outfit.
Because it wasn't a bad fit, is
Right.
what the thing was.
I
Had
know.
to wear the dress because I had a stick. That should have been the cap. What was the caption? A League of His Own.
It was just in a league of its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta let
I
the
was on
fan do
the
the talking
run.
on that one.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out
We
to my
have to
brother
pull.
too. He liked this picture as well. Damn, it has a hella likes.
Yeah. Controversy
Love to see it.
sells.
Love to see it. JC. All right, this is a good segue though, because do
Wait, how
you
many
want to
comments did
talk
they get? Did you look?
465?
465? Damn.
Yeah, over
Um,
30,000 likes.
yeah. And I think I know where you were about to go.
Okay, do you want to talk about the next point we have here? Is a good segue: masculinity and like
Yeah.
nails and kilts,
Fellas,
etc.
nothing is more masculine than minding your own goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Joe?
Oh God.
Like the most masculine thing you can do is like not wear a tank top or a vintage tee or jeans. I don't know. Like the most masculine thing you could do is mind your own fucking business. The most masculine thing you could do is just be unbothered.
I agree with
Like
that.
that is what the modern man truly is being unbothered. Because sometimes like we post these things like Jalen Green has his nails painted, you know, Jordan wears kilts. I think like my favorite comment besides like, oh, this is hard is not for me, but I fuck with it and respect it.
I think I've seen one of those in the last.
Yeah,
I was in there.
right. And that's a
Yeah,
cool manly ass thing to say.
exactly.
I'm really like we're really in like this, I don't want to say transitory period, but like we're
Mhm.
really in this period where like the definition of masculinity is getting, you know, rebranded a little bit. And I'm really excited for the day where the kilt post doesn't need to get 465 comments.
I hear you on that. I'm also looking forward to the day where like masculinity doesn't even become a concept anymore. It's just all just neutral. Like we're not like this is what's masculine, this is what's not masculine, this is what's feminine, this is not like I look forward to the day where it all just blends together.
Yeah. I think
But this
clothes
is
are
me.
clothes, you know? Like I would love to
Yeah,
see like in our lifetime a point where like there is no men's and women's section in the store.
I feel you on that.
I mean, except for like obviously there's certain items like, you know, a bra or something like that. But you know, like I think like it's cool to explore everything and it doesn't have to be for you. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking about yesterday. I was like, I want to be the type of person where like I want to like be I don't know what the word is, but like
Free.
fluid in like all aspects of life. Like I don't want to just like
Yeah.
find a meal that I like at a restaurant, just like stick to that every single time I go, or
Hell
like find a
yeah.
cool vacation spot that I like and continuously go there. Like I don't know, I just want to like experience all that life has to offer, and
I
this is
feel
kind of
that.
like yeah,
And you can
this is
that
what
means you'll
happens.
try shit and not like it. Like
That's the
when you
point
open
though, because
right, when
you'll
you
never
open
know if you
yourself
don't
up,
like it. Yeah.
bingo. When you open yourself up to trying new things, there's a risk you won't like it. Like think about like Kid Cudi, like you know, I love Cutter. He
Hmm.
wore the wedding dress to the CDFA awards with the gloves, all that. Like I can't rock that.
You
But
don't
I
think so?
respect. I don't think so. Wouldn't know without trying. But like I respect him for trying it. I feel you about being like fluid and trying new experiences and things like that. Though I've even like this is such a simple thing. It was the example
Mhm.
you brought up too. But like even like going out to eat. Like I love going to, you know, Nick's on Beverly and Cornerstone, like all these places like Crossroads, I mean, over and over. And like that's so cool. But like it's also so dope to sometimes be disappointed
Yeah.
So like I really like the next time I plan a vacation, who knows when that'll be. Like I want to go somewhere I haven't been. The next time I go out to eat, I want to go somewhere I haven't eaten before. The next time I throw that shit on, I want to be an outfit that I've never tried before.
Exactly.
You know, I'm
That's the
really,
beauty.
yeah, like I'm at a point with my closet where like I don't need more than like one or two of the same type of piece. Like, you know, I'm wearing a flannel right now. And like in college, I wear like flannels all the time. I needed like 10 flannels.
Mhm.
Now I need like 2 flannels because I want to have a different type of silhouette. You know what I mean? I don't need 10 pairs of jeans because I can have 2 pairs of jeans, one pair of cool track pants, one kilt, you know, one pair of track suit, you know, whatever. You fucking get what I'm saying.
I hear you. I hear you.
Like I just want like everything to be fluid and new and different and not just different forms of the same silhouette over and over and over again. So I respect anyone that explores.
Same. And but this is also Ian we're talking about, who has 3 closets in his house right now. You know what I mean? So might be a little different for the average person. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just
This is
joking.
true. I live in a small, kind of shitty apartment.
No, it's
But
not.
it's old. I live in an old apartment. I know
It's
I live
still
in an
cool
old
as hell,
apartment,
though.
Joe, because I'm freezing my ass off because I don't have a heater.
Oh man, RIP, because it's raining like hell over here.
I know. I've it's been brutal all morning. That's why I looked like a douchebag when I showed up to the podcast wearing that beanie. I looked like I was at a coffee shop in Portland. But that's what I've been wearing in my house all day. But yes, I do have 3 closets in my
Ian's whole
apartment.
apartment is low key a closet. I'm not gonna lie. Like you
Like
walk in, there's sneakers, there's boxes of clothes that hasn't been opened yet, packages and gifts and all this. And then you go and there's a closet. You walk 10 more steps, there's another closet. You go into his room, there's a whole freaking rack of clothes. And then you turn around, it's a ginormous closet. I'm like, dude, how much clothes do you have? Like, it's hilarious. I thought I
That's
had a lot
right.
of clothes. No. And then I went to
I've
Ian's
used
house and I was like, not even
I've
close.
used up my closet space to the point where yeah, I even have the rack on wheels now.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. I love that.
The place I'm moving to is small. It's like 420 square feet. Um, but I have 2 closets and one of them is a walk-in.
Oh, that's the dream right there. That's the
Yeah.
dream. My dream is
Like
to fill up a walk-in closet because my aunt
mhm.
has a walk-in closet in the other room, and it's like if I put all my clothes in there, it wouldn't fill up. But I want to like fill up a walk-in closet. That'd be amazing.
That's what I'm about to do. And like I said, it's only 420 square feet. So 25% of my apartment is this walk-in closet, basically.
I like that. That's very Ian Pierno-esque.
Yeah.
25% of my living space is clothing.
You'll see it soon. And I know we literally just had this great conversation about, you know, not necessarily having to hop on every single trend, but there is one piece that I want in my closet.
It what is it? What is it?
Come on, you know.
3, 2,
Two,
1.
one. Sex
Sex
pants.
pants. Yo, it's surely the saga of the sec. What's that one book where it's like the sisterhood of the traveling pants? We got to make our own variation of that with the sex pants,
We definitely absolutely do.
like the sisterhood of the sex pants or something. Or is it the brother? I don't know. Who knows? The NBA probably
Mhm.
has like some sort of nickname for that. But
Yeah. The big
we say all that
three.
to say. We say all that to say. Shea Gilgis Alexander recently spotted out wearing the sex pants.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
And he's not the only person that we saw wear the sex pants this week. Because so did you see the guy that DM'd the pod page
Yeah,
with his sex pants? I think maybe we should do like a side by side, like who wore him harder, Shay or the Miami guy who follows us,
I'm gonna get
who's
his. I'm
listening
gonna
right
get his
now.
name
Shout
right
out to you.
now.
It was
I'm
like
gonna get his name.
Mr. Cheeks or oh no, not that.
Deep
Not that.
cheese, deep cheese, sir cheese.
Cheese. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Definitely not cheeks.
Shout out to my man over here.
Yeah.
Sex Pants Crew.
Loki, he put that shit on.
I think he has one of those like Travis Scott. I forgot what kind of shoes those are.
Air Maxes.
Yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
they're hard.
Yeah, he put that shit on. I love scrolling through Instagram and just being a hating ass bitch, but he put that shit on.
You put that on. You gotta give credit where it's due.
Yeah. Um
I love that.
speaking of, I didn't realize this until you pointed it out to me. So for you guys that don't know, I just started styling Miles Turner on the Pacers, and he's the best. That was the reason I was in Indianapolis. He's so cool, just like awesome guy. Everyone around him is great, his team, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, started working with them. And the first outfit he wore, I posted on LeagueFits, my personal page, and Miles posted too. And Joe texted me and he's like, Ian, you wore that shirt on the
I
podcast.
was like, I can't let you get away with that, dude. I gotta say something.
So I'm going to give the backstory about that. So basically, Miles has been like in the news a little bit. There's been like some trade rumors, some quotes taken out of context, et cetera, et cetera. So we wanted to do like an Indiana Pacers themed outfit. So I'm like, looking on Grailed for like these cool Indiana Pacers shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they also got to be 2XL because Miles is 7 feet tall. And I just like, nothing is inspiring me. Nothing is inspiring me at all. I'm like, all these they just suck.
Mm-hmm.
But ironically, I had a 2X Pacer shirt in my closet
Yep.
and it says Boom Baby on it. Like, it's a super cool shirt. It's from like the 94 Eastern Conference Finals. So I brought that as like this like cool piece that I had just happened to. I told him, I was like, yeah, bro, like I found this fire vintage tee. But really, it's been like but really it's been like my hoop tee for like the past 3 months.
That's hard.
Right, like got it dry cleaned before we came. I'm like, it can't like smell like me at all,
Yeah.
But he put that shit on way harder than I did.
The
Agree?
fit was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That was
the
amazing. I'll
the
give you that.
bright yellow Raph Simmons pants.
Yeah, Raf Simmons on the pants. That was hard.
Yeah,
Not
I
gonna
think
lie.
I think Raph might be my hardest new like hardest brand. Like I've been fucking with like new Raph even more than I've been rocking with like new Rick.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even. Yeah, I hear you
He's
on
been
that.
doing all like the super, so it's called like his last collection was like fantasy theme. So it's all the like the sweater that Kuz
Yeah.
wore.
Mm-hmm.
That was from like the fantasy. It was literally called like the fantasy sweater. And everything has been like super long and like big, which is perfect because like I like my stuff huge.
Mm-hmm.
But then also when you're dressing a 7-footer, it's perfect because then like you saw those pants, it just fit him like normal pants.
Exactly.
Yeah, except with the little flare at the bottom. So yeah, that's the story behind Miles Turner's Boom Boom Baby Indiana Pacers shirt.
Could we see him in the fantasy sweater? I know I've seen some stuff behind the scene, but
So I had gotten the black version of that sweater. We did decide to scrap it though.
oh man, I was looking forward to that.
But what if I told you there was a vest version?
Do tell.
What if I told you that the fantasy sweater, there's also like a fantasy vest?
Oh, how would that even work?
It's just a big ass vest.
Okay, for sure. I was looking for some like amazing, majestic answer. Well, wait, it's just a big ass fest.
No, it's just a big ass vest, and we're gonna do that instead.
I'm looking forward to that. I'll be
Yeah. I'll actually send you a picture of it today. It's pretty hard.
for sure. I need that sneak peek.
Yeah.
Ian is
All
low
right.
key my stylist too. I'm not gonna lie. There was a time this week where I was kind of questioning myself. Put some clothes on. I was questioning myself. I was like, "What's wrong with this outfit? Why does this not look cool?" And I was like, "Let me FaceTime Ian." I just FaceTime Ian. Like,
Oh,
what's wrong with this outfit? And he's like, "Nothing's wrong with it, dude. You got it. Like it works. It's like color blocking." I was like, "All right, for sure." And I stepped out and I was like, "All right, I feel better."
yeah. I use my little stylist buzzwords, color blocking,
Yeah,
things like
color
that.
block.
Whenever you just like say shit like that, people are like, "Oh yeah, you know what you're talking about."
Yeah, exactly. I was like, okay, for sure. He knows what he's talking about. Let me step out. Work.
uh, hell yeah. And you put that shit on. Joe, I'm so proud of you
Thank
where
you so
like
much, my guy.
you've grown to since like we started this podcast. Like you're just the fucking man, bro.
Thank you, man. I learned from the
Big
best.
big things are coming up for you.
Thank you so much.
Um, anyway, before we get too emotional on camera, I'm just gonna wrap up the episode.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I would love to read a Fit Ain't Nothing caption, but they haven't posted any NBA players.
I know, I'm disappointed. But we'll do that next week. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Next week it'll be the Christmas edition. And then the version after that, we'll talk about all the joins we got for Christmas.
Yo, but before we leave, I just need
Oh.
to say Chrome Hearts one time because I forgot to say that. But yeah.
Okay. Yep. This pod's over. Oh, pew, pew. Yo, go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcasts. And then have 3 of your friends follow the podcast. And then have 3 of their friends follow the podcast. And then boom, it's the LeagueFits pyramid.